Hello. Okay, so I had to really lighten up the screen because it's just really dark over here. And of course I chose dark stones for the options on the pick a card. I don't know what I'm going to call this one yet, but I'm going to go with stuff you need to hear probably. So for group 1, we've got the Passion Ignited card and this beautiful, zebra jasper. For group 2, I've got Moving On. Okay, also there's number 1 on this card. For group 2, it's Moving On, the number 6, or this beautiful blue sandstone. This is man-made, but it sure is pretty, right? Does the trick. And then group 3, we've got number 9, Suffering in Silence, and we've got Hematite. Hematite is very good for protection. Okay, group 3s. All right, as per usual, if you're drawn to more than one group, that's fine as well. I started to pull the cards and then wanted to do it on camera too, so I got a few cards out ready to go. There's 3 cards here for each group from this deck. They're wanting me to work with the Dark Mirror deck today too. Someone's doing some shadow work. There is forgiveness at the bottom. The olive branch needs to be extended for somebody, okay? Whether it's you for someone or someone coming in for you, okay? If somebody's coming towards you asking for forgiveness and apologizing, please keep an open mind for them, okay? One card here. Also, you know, keep in mind it could be pertaining to your past, your present, or your potential near future. Could also be talking about not only you and your situation, but people around you and their situations as well. Thank you. Group 2, a card for group 2, please. Let's just reach in there and get it. It's just easier that way. Alright, on the bottom of this deck, I've got Sacrifice. So there is a sacrifice. You know, maybe giving somebody that complete and utter forgiveness feels like a sacrifice to somebody here. But that's okay. That is okay. If that's your sacrifice, and so be it. And we've got Bride in a Cage on the bottom of the deck. So someone's feeling really caged in, a little angry on things. Calling in my archangels, Michael and Gabriel here. And then we're going to pull. So this deck are these cards, but they want me to get 3 more cards for this. So look, I guess those are 3 for group 1. Oh no, I said this way. Okay. Only Michael, please. Only Michael here. We get a lot of passerbys and stuff trying to stop in and like, ooh, let me give my family member a message. And it's like, bruh, I can't do that. I can't do that right now. That's not what we're doing here. On the bottom of the deck, we've got Heartache and Loss. So, okay, this has been a big sacrifice. These people that needs your forgiveness have given you a lot of grief, a lot of heartache, a lot of loss. Okay, but your spirit team is saying it is essential for you at this time. It's essential for you to move forward. Okay, there's a grudge, there's resentment being held that really needs to be released. All right, as you know me, I'll probably pull more cards as we go, so we'll be right back with group 1. Hi, group 1, for those of you that chose Zebra or the Passion Ignited card, or maybe you were drawn to just the fact that it's group 1 and there's number 1 on this card. We've got Passion Ignited, and I feel like that's exactly what it's saying there. There's something that has been ignited inside of you. And do you see how there's like a little person up? It's like they rose from the ashes. Oh, okay, that's kind of glossy and stuff. You can't see it, but it's there, okay? High heart chakra. Open. You're going to be, this group is either already feeling a lot of gratitude, graciousness that brings you to your knees almost, and just really, you know, tears of joy stream down your face. With arms wide open, that song comes to mind. Welcome to this place, I'll show you everything. I think it's called With Arms Wide Open. So, new beginnings. Yes, look at that. 0. Obviously. Your passion ignited for these new beginnings. Your prosperity is beginning after an emotional loss. There's something you are really going through, actually. And when we've got the child I was meant to be. So there was a lot of inner child healing and a lot of inner child work here. You may have not even realized that that's what was going on and that's what was happening for you. Also, I'm putting it under the Passion Ignited card, so I'm feeling like there could be something, you know, an old passion that you used to do whenever you were a child coming up as well. And there's partnerships here, reconciliations. It's going to be a very fruitful time for you, the springtime into the summertime, all the way into the fall. It's going to be a really, really good year for a lot of us, okay? And here you see how this shell is there, and that always reminds me of cycles and patterns. So there's some sort of emotional cycle that has ended for you at this time, because I keep looking over here at the 0, and you've got number 1 here as well. Number 8 on this card. A new passion ignited going towards career or money or income or you know, ideas to bring that hustle in. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. New beginnings under new beginnings. How funny is that? Spirit, you guys are so silly. Number 20 or number 2. And we've got relax, because your prosperity is on its way. It's time, and you're getting out of it. They want me to get a clarity card for relax too. Gossip at work. The solution is not far away. So there's someone, maybe someone around you, you're just not really feeling it. The people who are gossiping about other coworkers or other family members or friends in your friend circle, and it's just like, ugh, I just can't even. Maybe it's a situation that you're on a higher vibration. You're on a higher, yeah, you're vibrating higher now because of this healing that you had gone through, and it has opened the door for you to see more clearly on notes like that, and to be like, oh, that just doesn't feel right. Like, you really know, like you're being more drawn to go away from things that don't feel right. Like, you're not just gonna sit there and be around it, even if you're not involved or anybody is trying to get you to be involved. It's just the fact that you're hearing it and you're sensing it is very unsettling for you. Manipulation, number 16 or number 7, and that's coming out under emotional loss. So, you know, the child I was meant to be, this could stem from childhood, like I said, or this could be, you know, from a previous toxic relationship. Maybe it was someone you got into a relationship whenever you were really young, at a very, like, an adolescent age, that you came into connection with. And reflecting back, you know, that person was very manipulative towards you, and that's toxic behavior. That is trauma that was insinuated upon you. Well, that's strange. Okay. It's okay to relax, though. I think that's what the relax means too, is like you can finally like breathe a sigh of relief and know that the worst is now behind you. The only thing that would come up, you know, there's not any really big tragedies, and I don't want to say that like wholeheartedly. Stuff happens. We get flat tires, you know, we stub our toe on shit. You know, a couple of people who I know have had fender benders, and they all happen the exact same way. So I think it was just like some sort of wake-up calls for the person who ran into them, but also for the person who got run into. Like, shit sometimes is unavoidable, and shit just happens, and we make it through it. Everything is how you see it, right? So if you're like, ah, at least I'm not, you know, I just got a big dent in the side of my car, but at least, you know, I'm not hurt. They're not hurt. There's a lot of green and red here, so I'm feeling heart chakra and root chakra definitely, and a bit of the crown too. So if you're wondering what kind, and of course the root chakra with the roots right here. So another message here. And look, I've got child here, so, and there's a baby here too. So someone's definitely bringing in, you know, if this is not what you're looking for at this time, and you're still able to have children, you might want to be very careful in your methods and maybe double up on those raincoats or something, because you're very fertile at this time, okay? Someone may be wanting to bring you to, or drag you to church for Easter service. You can decline, or if you want to be polite, you can go as well, but because I've got the priest, and that's what's coming to mind, is at like a service. Maybe you're wanting to confide in a priest. Yeah, see, we've got thoughts here too. So maybe confiding in somebody you trust and you know, an authority figure. This could be a teacher as well. Also, I feel like for somebody, there's a teacher coming towards you. Someone you're going to become very interested in, who's going to prompt you to do a lot of research on a particular matter. What else do we have for group 1? There's a rumbly in my tumbly. Feeling kind of hangry. Okay, so I really dislike this despair card because the guy's literally holding a gun to his head, but it came out in reverse. And I'm going to put it right here on emotional loss. So I feel like that's definitely, you're definitely coming out of that. I feel like this section should be right here because this is what you're moving from, okay? This could be someone, if that's not resonating with you, I'm being drawn to say this could be pertaining to your divine counterpart, or that really close best friend that you have that you've been worrying about. But look, I think it's got something to do with someone's sweetheart, because that popped out. Sweetheart and your children, okay? Your children are safe as they explore their world. I feel like maybe I'm keep looking at the Passion Ignited card too. And it's like maybe someone in your household is venturing towards new ideas, traveling, doing bigger and better things in their lives. They're going to be okay, though. It's okay to relax and trust that all will be well with them, okay? Room came out. So maybe rearranging your room, redecorating, doing something different in the house could benefit you at this time. And then we've got money. So, you know, usually the universe is like, ask and you shall receive. So also I'm feeling like you might be able to find some really good buys, or you find something like at a yard sale, because it's that time of the year, right? Well, not right now because it's cold as balls outside here in Oklahoma after an 80-degree day, but finding stuff, antiquing, going to thrift stores is coming to mind as I'm looking over here at this. So like there's always a where there's a will, there's a way, and it wouldn't take a lot of money to go find something at Goodwill or a yard sale. So if you're wanting a certain aesthetic in your room, I feel like this is a sign for you to ask and you shall receive. Ask for something, and maybe it could be a little sign and a test for you to give to your spirit team. They would be more than happy to oblige by this, but maybe there's a certain lamp or certain curtains that you're wanting, a certain style. Excuse me. There's tablecloths here on both of these tables, and the chairs are very, you know, bright and vibrant. So maybe you're wanting to redo, like use old curtains to reupholster a chair, or use an old tablecloth as reupholster, or, you know, there's something to do with recycling here. To be of service. Anything else for group 1? Anything else for group 1? Whoa. Pleasure seekers. There's like, you might have a group of friends that just want to go out and have some fun. The time is now to do that. It's time to just let loose a little bit, take a load off, you know, gather around the kitchen table or a campfire or something with your glass of wine or your favorite book and a cup of hot cocoa or tea. I mean, whatever is you're right on that. A big fat doobie and a guitar. I mean, I don't know, but there's something like they're saying, you know, somebody might be yearning for friendship as well too. But also there's this sense of sexuality when the pleasure seeker cards come out. It's always a thing about loving yourself, having that passion in yourself reignited, and like taking care of your own needs, if you know what I mean. Taking care of your own pleasurable needs. There's some sort of cord that needs to be broken with that. Well, not necessarily a cord. It just needs to be like, it's like an initiation of something. Okay? Yeah, serve your self-love. Like, it's okay to take care of it yourself. And does this not look like something here? Okay, I'm just pointing that out. And then there's storks above this cherub right here. But, you know, it'll help you relax too. You know, doing that and self-pleasuring helps us. It releases something, right? It releases whatever that's called in the brain, okay? And it's part of your journey. Self-fulfillment, okay? Stop relying on outside sources and outside people to fulfill your needs and your wants, okay? There's a time where we have to take matters into our own hands, and we're not even talking about sensual pleasures anymore. It could be about income. Maybe there's somebody who's got a really by-the-book traditional mindset, and they feel like, you know, oh, the guy has to bring home the bread and butter and the wife stays home and cooks and cleans and takes care of the children. But that's not the case nowadays, okay? Me and my honey, we share things 50-50. My job is not anything here. I do the things I do because I have love and compassion for my family and they need my help, right? So anyways, I hope it helps. I hope it resonated, and maybe I'll see you in group 2 or 3. I don't know. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, though. That's greatly appreciated as well. Well, hi, group 2. Let's see. This camera is just crapped. There we go. There's a lot of energy here with us today, so I do apologize for the focusing and unfocusing. I can't really control that. So, that's as good as it's going to get, group 2, okay? For those of you that chose the blue sandstone, it is blue, dark blue, but sparkly. Excuse me, so pretty. And the number 6 card, we're moving on. Moving on, moving away from something. Let's get these other cards out to get a full picture, shall we? Discontent and boredom. Moving away from discontentment and boredom. Moving towards your destiny. Practicing patience. And also, so I'm being drawn to, like, there's this lily coming out, but then there's a smoke coming separate. And I don't know if you guys had seen no, because my computer went off during. But anyways, my incense sometimes burns 2 different directions. It splits. So maybe you're burning incense right now, or there may be a need to burn incense. I'm being drawn to the crown chakra here as well. And of course, my angel Lily is coming in as per always. We've got number 4, number 10 or number 1, and then number 14 or number 5. And I feel like we're going to put this here because you're moving away from this, but you're moving towards. And maybe you've been trying to practice patience. It's kind of hard, especially when we get those tests and people thrown at us or situations thrown at us, right? Moving more towards your destiny, though, and I feel like there's more people that you're going to be moving towards yourself. The call to work with your higher self or call your higher self in is needed at this time to deal with this, okay? They want you to ask for the help. Group 2. I'm hearing ringing in my left ear too, by the way. Oh, okay. And maybe your higher self has been guiding you towards stuff, and it might not be noticeable to you, but then you realize it later. Like, you get a message that you need your root chakra worked on, and then the next day you're wearing red, or you're really drawn to the color red, or red fruits and red vegetables. Huh. Today for tomorrow. This card symbolizes hope to me, and we've got 5 again on the board. This is 32 or number 5. And also they want me to get a clarity card for that one. Be still. Taking action at this time is not recommended. Don't stop before reaching your destination. Today for tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow is always another day, right? A new day, a chance to start over if you let it be. Or do we want to wake up with the same worries and thoughts and guilt and grief in our brain? Be still. Taking action at this time is not recommended, though, in a certain situation. Something to do with the full moon as well. We've got confusion, another number 10 card. We've got work, 40 or number 4, and free spirit, 2. So, yeah, that's just validation with the higher self and the patience and the needing to practice patience. So, they're going to put you in a position where you have to ask for help. You're going to have to voice it out. Rainbows here a lot too, I'm noticing, but mushrooms as well, and of course the butterflies. But you're going to be put in a position where you have to ask for help, like you have no other choice, because they need you to work with yourself, they need you to work with them, they need you to work with law of attraction, they need you to work with you know, minding the thought processes. I think I need some water. There may be some confusion about your destiny and what you're supposed to be doing at this time. So for some of you, being still and taking action at this time is not recommended. It's okay that you don't know what you're going to do or where you're going to go or how you're going to do it. That's okay, because they're not going to let us know more than what we're supposed to know. Yeah, they're keeping you blinded to it for a reason, okay? Because we have to learn to trust ourselves, trust our own inner intuition and inner guidance. Some of you are moving away from old partnerships and alliances, and some of you, I think the main message here, though, is that that's what you're moving towards, because I mentioned towards people, right? They wanted me to pull some more cards. And look, spiritual strength, exactly. Free spirit, spiritual strength to give you. You know, like in passing, sometimes we'll say, when we know we're fixing to encounter people who test us, usually, you know, we're like, oh, Lord, baby Jesus, please give me the strength, right? They hear that. They heed to it, and they are giving it to you if you let them, okay? If you let them. Top card. If you were drawn to group 1, I wouldn't be surprised. Am I even recording? Yes, I am. Okay. Oh, the color on this, though, you guys. It's okay, though. 2, 3, 4, 5 was on the timer as I looked over to adjust that color. Look, you got the hope card, and I said essentially this card means hope. Hope for a better tomorrow. Don't lose the hope, okay? If you're finding yourself really discontent and bored, pick up a book. Try something new. Move away from old, you know, situations. Maybe switching things up in the household, rearranging, painting. Maybe you're remodeling or wanting to do some remodeling. You know, springtime is coming, and like a little fairy garden is coming to mind as well. So somebody in the family, an older person or a friend, could be announcing news of a wedding or getting engaged. Don't worry though, this person is very faithful to your close friend or family member, okay? I've got soldier in reverse, so what I'm picking up is I feel like this used to be they were in the service and now they're not anymore. Also, somebody's coming up, they could be getting deployed. Someone is going into the service. Love and money. This person who's going into the service is obviously doing it out of love for their family and to be able to provide more for their family. Whew. Maybe there was some confusion on your part, group 2, on why this person decided to go. And it might not even be the service this person is going to do. It might be something completely different that you never thought that they would go towards, right? And maybe you've had a lot of confusion on that and why, like, maybe you weren't thinking it would work for them. But they know what's good for them. They know what they want to do, and they know what's best at this time, okay? We've got another butterfly coming through. Frivolity and money also. You know, don't be frivolous with your spending habits. Don't be frivolous with your money. There's a transformation here, but someone keeps saying they're really confused, and that's what it is right there. It's your habits around, you know, you're the only one that has that key. Something to do with your sweetheart too. Maybe your sweetheart has, you know, a little bit of a spending habit and they just can't help themselves in buying those crystals and those candles, because I'm that way sometimes too. This is the thoughts though. A lot of thoughts around that. Trying to figure out what's going on. Of course, you know, keep in mind this is a general read, so it's going to be different for everybody in their situation. Somebody... Okay, the enemy card came out, but I feel like this is not the enemy. They're not the enemy, but you're projecting them to be. And they're wanting me to... Okay, Lord in reverse. So the universe, your spirit team, is not the enemy. They're not the ones who's making you feel this way. And they're certainly not feeling that way about you. It's how you're projecting it and how you're choosing to feel and see it, okay? There's a blindfold here, and then we had blinded... The blinded card earlier. Was it this group that had the blinded card right here? Okay, so there's something that's being hidden from you on purpose. They're trying to get you to see things in a different light. When we're blinded to something, sometimes we have no other choice but to step outside that box and look into it in a different way, a different light, right? Maybe you're really worried about an older woman. Maybe it's your mother or your grandmother. They want me to get a clarity card for that. Whoa. Success is assured. Avoid procrastination. So maybe there's something to do with, you know, if you find yourself bored, what is it that you keep avoiding doing? And maybe it has something to do with a family member or a friend, or even someone who has passed over already, who has passed away. Could be dealing with okay guys, calm down. Could be dealing with items that this person left behind. Maybe you're this is a room, so maybe you're like procrastinating on cleaning things out from their space. It's okay to do it though, because those are earthly items and they don't really need them now, and they wouldn't be upset if you decide to give them away or sell them or whatever. Of course, keep what's sentimental to you and what means stuff to you, but they don't need it anymore. And they're saying it's quite all right to do a yard sale or donate it to charity or whatever. But as I was pulling this card, this fell over. Happiness blooms from within. So this is maybe regarding around the spending habit and the confusion. Like, my addictions have come up quite a bit. So I had drug addictions, an alcohol addiction, a pill popping addiction, And I was always just trying to stay out of my own head. And it made me feel good. Getting really high on certain substances would make me feel good. And I wouldn't worry about work or bills or money. And I would go to work happy and I would be okay and complacent with the customers and the clients or whatever. And I feel like this, where are we going with this, Spirit? Outside influences will not make that happiness. It will not give you joy. It's not giving you joy. It's hurting you more than it's hindering you, group 2. 1010. 1010 is coming to mind, so maybe you're seeing 1010 a lot, but happiness blooms from within. 3030 on the timer too as I look over. Anything else here for group? Ending of a cycle. Joyfulness and cheerfulness is knocking at your door, though. It wants to be there. Joyfulness and cheerfulness wants to come into you. Could be having some really serious conversations about some things also. Anything else? I looked directly at this deck, so we're going to go with it. 3 cards. Okay. And in doing this to deal with the money situation or whatever obsession or, you know, scenario that you're dealing with, you're having a hard time breaking the binds to, ask for that spiritual strength. Ask for that, you know. You keep asking them to show you, and they're showing you. They're showing you loud and clear, but your ego is choosing to override it and to move away from it. Your ego is making them out to be the enemy or the oh no, that's not it. Why would they want me to do that, right? We've got community, duality, and contemplation. So also we've got the thoughts card here as well. So giving and receiving, I feel like this reminds me of like the Wicked Witch of the West and the Wizard of Oz. That hand. So maybe something the Wizard of Oz has something to do with you. It's give and take, and it's like moving from hand to hand. Here's a single hand reaching over, and this one is taking it from this one, and then we're pushing it out and giving it to others, right? Moving on, destiny, patience, partnerships, and alliances. There's somebody in, like, I want to say your heart circle, your literal heart circle, that you can definitely trust. You do have people you can trust. You're just, maybe your ego is depicting them as like, no, I can't trust that person. But I think Spirit, I feel like Spirit is saying that you can. And also we've got the Lovers here, so maybe it's a divine counterpart too. Well, I'm cutting the deck. Final message. Heal your fucking sacral chakra now, okay? And your solar plexus. I felt drawn to do that. Look at that. I was drawn to just fucking pull. Look. Balance. This will bring you balance. 1, 2, 3. And also this will, in doing this, it'll bring that balance, and then you're going to overcome those obstacles and challenges, group 2. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. If you haven't already, it is greatly appreciated that you like and subscribe to the channel. I don't even care if you turn the notifications on, because I really don't put that much content out there, but it helps us, you know, show up in search, previous search, so other people can receive the validation and the messages. Love and light. Hello, group 3, for those of you that chose number 3 or suffering in silence, or maybe you were drawn to the number 9 or this hematite. It's very gray, this hematite, and suffering in silence. Protective energy around this. A sense of loneliness. Watching the sunset or sunrise. Let's see what other cards we've got here. The throat chakra. Oh, fuck. Truth? The universe. Okay. Just as I suspected. Can you see the numbers there too? You guys know how to discern those numbers now, right? Number 20 is 2 and number 21 is 3. Speaking the truth, though, for the throat chakra, the universe is very aware that there could be potentially somebody who's doing things with maybe ill intention. They're not really coming from heart-centered intention. This is someone who's very unhappy with themselves, their body, and how they look. If you were drawn to group 2, this might be why, and also that card is number 2, but we've got happiness blooms from within. There are no outside influences. They're going to make you happy in life. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with too, you know. What is being experienced inside is different from what is being reflected outside. And also, we've got the universe card here, and on the other side it says, trust the positive nature of the universe. The universe, karma is a bitch, okay? It's a real thing. And if you've been doing things with ill intent, or if someone's been sending you stuff with ill intent, it's not okay, but it is going to be taken care of. Imagination, prison, success. A lot of the stuff that this person is seeing is made up from their imagination. And they feel like it's the truth, though, because they feel like they're very connected to the divine and the universe. And they are. We're all open. We're all aware. Anybody who's watching this, you know, we've got 999 on the board, too. So you might be a life path number 9, or the month of September, or the 9th day of the month may have significance to you. I'm getting a clarity card, success, and then success is assured. Avoid procrastination. This was in group 2. Avoid procrastination. Success is guaranteed. Stop procrastinating on whatever it is you're wanting to do. Maybe it's something to do with outside. Energy exchanges are being had here, though. And this person, like I said, when this card came out, they're unhappy with themselves. And they're putting themselves, they have themselves in this mental prison. And look, what is being experienced inside is different from what is being reflected outside. They're not coming from love and light, that's for sure. And it might actually be on a subconscious level. I dealt with that in my family dynamics here in my household. Things were going on a subconscious level. We've got emotional withdrawal. So this person is not feeling their emotions. They're fueling themselves on anger and callous. They're not coming from memories of love. They are being shown there was truth given at one point in time, and callous. They're very callous. That's what's coming to mind. This person's very cynical and very callous, okay? They are suffering in silence. Holy crap, I forgot that that was there. Suffering in silence. What is being experienced inside is different from what's being reflected outside. And they're... Let's get another card here. It's just a matter of time before it bites them back in the butt, group 3, okay? You are protected by the universe. You are full of love and light, group 3. You might have had some little hiccups in the past couple of weeks, but that's okay. It wasn't anything that you couldn't overcome, okay? So whatever this person is sending at you, group 3, they are doing it to themselves. And the universe is very much on your side, okay? Very, very much on your side. Moving on, moving away from this person and this situation. Success is guaranteed. in doing so. Closing the door, cutting that tie, ending that cycle. Because this person is never going to learn. They keep getting peaks of what it's like to be fulfilled and emotionally enlightened, and they're not picking up what Spirit's putting down for them to step in. They're not getting it. They're letting their ego take over, and I've got emotional loss at the cut. Okay? They're at an emotional loss, and they're just really fueling themselves on anger, heartache, and resentment. And they're going by these worst case scenarios that ego is putting in their mind, and they're believing it to be true, but it's not. And in a state, they're putting themselves in an own prison, and they're projecting for the people that they think is causing them this emotional upheaval or this mental conflict. They're projecting for this person to be put in a prison of their own, and it's not going to happen. You're stronger than that, and you know more. You know, you're better, and you know more. You have more wisdom. You have more light on your side than this person. There could be a book or a research or an article that holds a key to you for something and how to help yourself through this. Okay, and look, yeah, there's validation. You've got a lot of light on your side. Let me see if I can keep these. Okay, we've got wisdom and light, the universe over here. Patience and planning, okay? This it's going to take a lot of patience and planning. That's okay. That's okay. We need that patience and that structure, but I feel like this is saying it's okay. It's time to move on from this situation. It's time. He's holding a clock right here. And you might be tempted. There was a situation where you were tempted to actually maybe stop by, communicate with that person. Look, I mentioned something about the key a while ago, and look at this key. Okay, maybe that's the key, like not being tempted to let your guard down and let that person back in again. Because it throws you off of balance. Every time you think about connecting with this person or they try to connect with you, it throws you out of whack. These are not people, or this person is not here to be your partner or alliance. You have other people who are helping you. Okay, this person does not want you to succeed in life, but you will. Of course you will. You've got a lot of love and light on your side. I don't know how many times I have to say that, though. A lot of authority figures in the other realm. A lot of hope is still being given to you, and your third eye will be opening along with your crown chakra. And this is them. This is their mental conflict. They don't like their shadows. They're listening more to their shadow self. Their shadow self is very dark. And you are just over here just minding your own damn business. You're open to receive. You're ready because you've passed several tests, group 3. You've passed several tests, and this is why you might feel like you're alone, because it's a journey. We all have to go on our healing journeys and our finding ourselves journeys alone, right? This person is trapped in a lot of fear. They're trapped in a lot of fear. The time to come to choose wisely, and I feel like they're not choosing wisely. They're screwing themselves over, okay? But you know what? They didn't realize this has only fueled your fire inside of you. This has fueled your solar plexus. This has helped you, and they have no idea. This has helped you gain a stronger connection with your spiritual community, your spirit team. It's helped you gain a really strong connection, and thus, you know, making solitude an okay thing. And look, there's that fucking book. There's that book I was talking about. Group 3. I'm really feeling this on a fucking personal level here. Hope again, okay? Don't lose hope. Don't lose the faith, okay? And just know everything happens for a reason, okay? And there is triumphant success in what you're doing and how you're turning and how you're wanting to handle things as well. There are new beginnings after this. There's some sort of initiation, a call from a higher power to go and to continue on this journey. You've overcome quite a bit. For the past few months, few years, you've surmounted immense obstacles that have been thrown in your way. You have surmounted darkness that has been thrown at you. You have learned to be confident and to love yourself and to be happy with the outside of yourself. But just know this, you are as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside, Group 3. You're going to be making a very smart move. I'm feeling like this, you see how this tower is behind her and there's light above it? You can't see it, I'm going to mess the cards up. But there's light above it and then there's this tower. Like, you are the pillar. You are a spiritual fucking pillar. And you have a lot of knowledge that you are holding within yourself, okay? A lot of knowledge that's going to come out. There's the truth card under here somewhere, right in the throat chakra. You dealt with a lot of heartache and loss, Group 3, and that's number 3 there. You're going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and this too shall pass. Another still awakening in that third eye, opening even more. I was actually Googling the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus last night, and that's interesting because the Ra is the right eye and Horus is the left eye, I do believe. So I've been really drawn to that. So maybe that's something. You keep seeing a certain symbol, Group 3. You're seeing the yin yang, you're seeing pentacles, you're seeing cups, you're seeing swords, you're seeing staffs. Look, I noticed there's a staff here, and there, she's holding a staff. There's a staff here that she's holding. Merlin is coming to mind as well, but I feel like, you know, whatever keeps crossing your path, you need to do some research on. And also a song that may become stuck in your head. That song is going to have specific words and messages in it to help you overcome the next couple of cycles or obstacles and challenges. But right now I feel like this has been broken, but I feel for you, Group 3, it's coming together. It's mending and it's coming together because you are in your full, you are standing in the light. You are very guarded by the universe. You're very protected by your spirit team and ascended masters. And those from the other realms and even other galaxies and stuff. You've got people around you working with you, trying to work with you. The infinity symbol too. Maybe you're seeing the infinity symbol or leaves, because I've noticed a lot of leaves in this read too. A lot of green. There's a lot of black, and there's a lot of blue and a lot of green. So that's, you know, the shadow aspect. Third eye with throat chakra and heart chakra. Goodness, you guys are intense. Okay. Foe, merchant, widower. There's someone who suffered from a loss here. Widower is in reverse though, so I feel like someone here is moving away from a loss. Away from a situation. We've got foe, and we've been talking about somebody who's got it out for you, right, Group 3? So moving away from this, but still, we still have compassion for that person because obviously they've suffered a great loss in their life, and we don't know what or why they can't forgive or why they can't hold love and light. But it's not up to us. It's not up to us to worry about that. And they might be feeling like it is up to you, that you are somehow responsible for some things in their life that's going on, when you're not at all. You're just living your fucking life and doing you and being you, right? Doing the best you can to the best of your abilities after all this stuff that you've gone through. Dang, Group 3, y'all are intense. These are my people. This is where I come from. Something, something. I don't remember the words to that song. Hey, there is no reunion, okay? There's no need for reunion in this situation. It's in reverse. I'm keeping it in fucking reverse, okay? It's okay to move away from it. It's okay to still have hope for that person. It's okay. But in doing so, this is just maybe a cut that needed to be, a tie that needed to be cut. You got cheerfulness and fortune coming towards you, alright? Don't let them rain on your parade, my loves. Anything else? Oh yeah, they wanted me to pull a couple of cards here. Let me just shuffle real quick like. I didn't pull these cards for any of the other groups, so there's 4 here. It's me, Bucky. I'm knocking shit around. Be quiet, you little monster. Fairies and elementals coming in. Yes! I swear there was a little elemental fairy something in here a few nights ago. Jumping around on my bed. Alright, let go and try to have some fun. Yeah, let's just forget about this whole fucking situation. You know? Because it's taken care of. You're doing the work. You're doing what it is and what's needed, okay? No need to worry about it. Whatever it is that's going on there for you. It's resonating on a full fucking personal level for me, but I guarantee it's resonating for somebody else here too, okay? Because you have all 4 clairs. You're a spiritual, powerful motherfucker. You're a fucking light worker, group 3. And there's new beginnings coming for you. Nobody can touch you. They're gonna try. They're gonna try, but they can't. Go out and stargaze tonight if you can. I can't wait for summertime. I'm gonna have to, yeah, because you're stepping into your power. This was something that was needed on this road to success and triumph and light. Your affirmations are working. Keep it up. This is for somebody who has been using affirmations and maybe you kind of fell off the wagon like that. But God is with you. See? Even God is on your side, okay? The universe, God, Jesus, they all see. They all see, okay? The all-knowing eye is coming to mind, and I mentioned the eye of Ra earlier, right? And it's okay to be by yourself or want to be alone for a while. I'm always by myself. I'm always alone. I'm always here at home. I'm always in my room. I get out every now and then, but I get out when I'm needed to, okay? And look, this fell out again. Fairies and elementals. So the need to get grounded comes to mind too. And you are loving yourself unconditionally. You are growing in these abilities. Protected. Your children are going to be great in life, but your children are protected. And funding will be available to you for the matters that are coming up. Also, indigo children, maybe that's something that needs to cross your path or you need to research. And then listen to music again, okay? And take a break. Rest is needed, okay? Implement vitamins. It would be a good way to start healthier ways. Give social media a break and use that humor, use that sense of humor to shine, okay? And allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. And another reminder to put those affirmations out there, okay? You got this. We've got the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Final message going out, group 3, and look at the black kitty. I just now noticed that there's a black fucking cat there. You know how many times this card has come out and I've never noticed that cat? Lots of little lights around her too, okay? Ah, I love it, group 3. That was really intense though, you guys. Love and light to you all, and as usual, it's greatly appreciated if you haven't already to subscribe to the channel. Okay, and look, victory. I love it. I love it. I love it. Victory is paying off after all your hard work. Because you've put in the time, you've put in the effort, you've put in the work, you've worked hard on yourself, and you worked hard to help others. And this next full moon that's coming up is going to be a complete transition and transformation for you, okay? With you and the situations going on around you. Love and light, loves.